and welcome back to the Los Alamitos Preview Show. For those who have been around Los Alamitos for several decades, a name that comes to mind with many of the old-timers here is trainer Elmer January, who's been at the Los Alamitos Racecourse for more than 60 years, and he's still training some horses and still winning races. He's got a lot of stories to tell, and earlier this week, our Director of Marketing and Publicity, Orlando Gutierrez, caught up with one of the most popular trainers on the backstretch, Elmer January.
Well, Los Alamitos Racecourse is now hosting its 65th year of racing here at Los Alamitos Racecourse. Our opening night was last week, so we're well on their way. 2015 should be an exciting year of racing. Very happy to be joined by one of the original trainers here at Los Alamitos Racecourse, trainer Elmer January. Elmer, you've been here for all 65 years of racing here at Los Alamitos.
I think so.
Can you just real quickly just share some memories about those early days racing here at Los Al?
Oh, it's been so long. I can't remember nothing anymore. I'm at that age where my memory ain't no good, but they had, I know that they'd bring babies out and let them run first here on the track for years. Would turn the babies loose up at one end and someone down at the finish line yelling at them, and here their mamas would be down there, and here they'd come.
You're referring to the famous milk race that Los Al used to host. They would have the little babies, and their mamas would be at the other end, and they would just run out there to just kind of like a fun event.
People like that. People like that. They enjoyed coming seeing that too.
Anything that you remember from your horse races, your early horse races here at Los Al?
Oh, I've had a couple good ones over the years, but real good ones. But other than that, I've just had regular horse races.
So let's talk about this weekend's horse racing activity. You have 3 thoroughbreds going in on Friday night. Let's talk about the horse in the first race, Surround.
Surround's in the first race. They needed him, so I entered her. She's in a little tough. Then Special.
Perfect Genius, you have in the second race.
In the second race, and he's tough.
You're not only racing horses here at Los Alamitos. You also every so often you take some horses and race at Santa Anita. You have one this weekend?
I usually have one that I can take over there, but not very many. But I have one I entered this weekend. I don't know if it got in or not. Yes.
Okay. Now tell me about your home back in Sanger. What most enjoy the area? What goes on over there as far as training horses and keeping horses up there?
A lot of horse ranches over around Sanger, yes. It's a beautiful country and a river right behind my house, and lots of water, lots of green pasture for the horses, so it's nice.
Now, one of the things that we see quite often in the racing program when you're training a horse is Randall January. Tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, that's my son, and he's there at the ranch and takes care of it. He does takes care of the horses and everything.
Does he get to come out and watch the horses race every so often?
Not very often down here. He watches on television.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I always meant to ask, you haven't had a chance to do it until now, but tell me a little bit about your silks. We always see that real beautiful, colorful rooster on the back of your silks. Goes back a long way?
From the beginning, I had a green rooster on the black silks. No color, just green. And that stuck with me every time the conditions there. I said green rooster on the back. But I had some beautiful colored rooster put on the back years ago.
And we can always see them in the winner's circle. The famous January rooster here at Los Alamitos Racecourse, continuing to win races here, and he'll look for a couple of more victories this weekend here at Los Al. Back to the studio.
Well, thanks, Orlando, and good to see Elmer January still back at the barn with quite a few horses. And Wes, you weren't even born when Elmer was winning races. No. That tells you how far back Elmer goes, and he's still very prominent here at Los Alamitos.
Well, I've been going to the OTBs for like over 25 years, right? And when I go to OTBs, I see Elmer January also at the off-track races or the tracks there. So I see Elmer January training for such a long period of time.
Right, he's done a great job here. He's won a lot of stakes races in the past, and we wish Elmer the very best of luck here in the year 2015. But let's get back to